Hello, beautiful baddies. So, what you beautiful baddies asked for a makeup tutorial? Of course, if you asked, you shall receive. I got you. We'll do a makeup tutorial. I am missing some of my favorites, but we'll go around that. And that's okay. Our red tea, scrubbed up the face with my Biome Milky Cleanser, my Thayer's Milky Toner, my hyaluronic acid from Good Molecules, and my brightening serum from Good Molecules. We're gonna go in with our CeraVe moisturizer and make sure our skin is moist and hydrated. We're gonna get all in there. Wow, that was a little bit much, but that's okay. Just means the makeup will work even better. Just because my skin is so dry. She needs it, guys. If you got sunscreen, I don't right now, unfortunately. I'm gonna really just hope that the SPF in my Lancome foundation really pulls through for me. Normally, I do have like a tinted moisturizer with some SPF in it that I like to pop on and really get my skin all protected and whatever. We got a baby her, give her all that hydration and everything. So if y'all got some sunblock, any tinted moisturizer or whatever, I prefer tinted moisturizer with sunblock and like SPF 50 or higher. So we're moisturized, and now we are going to do brows. I like to get my brows out of the way. I'm just a little crazy like this. I don't know. I feel like it's faster because I take so long on my eyebrows that it's easier to just do them first. And I'm going in with, I think that says Ani, I don't know. Got her from the dollar store, okay? Clear brow gel. She's clear brow glue is what she is. Your brows ain't going nowhere. Not kidding. You don't want to put too much of the product on because you could get those little clear, or like, it's clear, but like it'll look like little white splashes on you. So you want to make sure you're brushing it good and getting that out and not going crazy with the product. Now that I got them gelled up and they're staying, ain't going nowhere. They're going nowhere. I'm gonna let them finish drying though. I've been using this because I love the L'Oreal faux brow pen, whatever. Love her. However, she's a little pricey, you know, for all the time. And the lid never stayed on mine, so she would end up drying out before I could actually use it all. And so I'd have to like continuously go get a new one every other week, which is not my favorite thing to do. So what did you girl do? She got some brown Wet n Wild Mega Liner liquid eyeliner. I'm using her as a brow pen. Brow liner, whatever you want to call her. Just like to go in real light. Do not apply a lot of pressure, otherwise it's gonna be a lot, and it's gonna be a hole mark, and honestly, it's gonna look like you took a Sharpie to your eyebrows. And you know, I'm not gonna shade you if you like that. If you like the Sharpie brow look, do you? It's just not for me. So we're gonna do some hair strokes. We're gonna try to hair stroke it just lightly. Add just a little in some spots that were sparse. Nothing too crazy. Oh, as I'm making it look crazy, because I did the brow gel first and then put this on top, and it's not like the brow gel's not fully dry. It's gonna lock her in. Well, let me tell you, trying to take these babies off at night. They ain't going nowhere. Back in the day, 7th grade me, with the freaking eyebrows you could just wipe off with the, what was it, CoverGirl little crayon. It looks like a fucking lip liner or whatever. Anyhow, you just wipe them bitches right off. Man, 7th grade me would have lived for this shit, man. I'm trying to wipe my eyebrows off, you mean-ass boys. No, that's besides the point. Wow, really, getting that trauma dump out early in the video. And when I'm going this way, I'm going at an angle. We're going out at an angle. We're not going just straight down. We're going angle out. So we give them up. But it's not face up. You don't want to bring it down. Just saying. Unless you like it like that. Do you. We're not hating, just sharing some tips. So I got a little bit excited and I started carving the brows out. But did this to fill in the spots, and now we're like carving her out, making sure she's looking nice and cut. I personally like a little bit of a sharp brow, but that's just me. Do what you like. Now we're gonna carve out the other brow. Okay, now that the brows are done and carved out, I like to take the brush I used to carve it out just to blend the rest of the product out and whatever's left on the brush. I also use it to prime my lids, concealer, which really this time it's not even concealer. I have been more obsessed with using foundation, and it's been this one my sister gave me. It's Lancome. I'm we're gonna say ultra wear, and that's about it. And I'm gonna just show you guys it has SPF 25. I wish you had a stronger SPF, but you know what? We work with what we got, and that's okay. We're just gonna plop this on the lid. Those brush lines, just gonna tap it out. Sometimes I'll bring it down and just pop it right here, just for fun. I don't know. Okay, y'all, brows done. I was getting into the bronzer and contour. Elf. She's in shade fair. So I'm white as fuck. Anyhow, when y'all are doing contour, stop putting it so low, y'all. Okay. I know we used to be taught that you need to go based off your lip and up. No, we're going higher. We're going up on that. So we see where that is, okay? We're gonna go above that. That's why we're going up here, okay? So that we can lift the face. Some of y'all be doing it too low and it just makes your whole face drag. This is like gonna snatch you, lift it all up, and like give you that rounded cheekbone look. And carve out however you want them to look. Sorry, y'all, I got chatting with my sister about some craziness. Being a woman is crazy. Watch out for the birth control they're putting in your body. Okay? Anyhow, we're popping the contour on the lid. Why? Because this is how I've been doing my makeup lately. The next video is gonna be like a crazy look because I've been trying to do a crazy look. We're also gonna put some of this on because this was sitting on my face for a second. Prep and set dewy. Just so that we can keep this girl moving around. But look at that. Even sitting on my face that long and she's still blending like a dream. You're kidding. You know how there's like so many contour product bronzers, whatever you want to call it, and you put them on and they just stay in that one spot exactly how you had it and does not blend out beautifully whatsoever. Don't worry, Elf's got you, ladies and gents. And if you're worried about your stuff if like it's dried out or whatever, dewy or whatever one you have. I also love the Morphe prep and set mist with peptides and whatever. And this one is the Revolution Super Fix Hydro Cool Dewy Mist Prep and Set Cooling Effect 24-hour wear with hyaluronic acid and coconut water. She's freaking bomb. Sometimes I'll use a littler brush, but when I'm being lazy, and for the most part day to day I am being lazy and quick, I will literally just blend it with this. Because most of the time I'm in a rush. Almost forgot to blend the neck, y'all. That would have been some crazy work. Crazy work. Here, just a smidge. I self-tanned myself, so I don't really have to like go so crazy like I normally would. Alright, we're gonna get back here because I might end up throwing my head in a ponytail. You never know. You never know over here. This is a liquid blush from Dollar Store. She's actually bomb. My beautiful angel decided to. Oh my god. Get most of her out, so I really only got a little bit left. Oh wow, they're right there. I like to put her up more, or like so. We're gonna pop a little on the nose. That's normally how I do it. We're just gonna blend her out. Look how beautiful she is. From Dollar Store, like you're kidding. You're kidding. She popping off. You know, at least we gotta use the Dollar Store one and not my Too Faced because that would have sucked. Too Faced one, she's a little more pricey. But to be honest, this girl, Dollar Store, she does it. She's serving. She's giving what she needed to give. And we're just gonna Lancome. I'm using her as concealer, the foundation. I know. I haven't been using concealer that much lately. It's like it's a little too thick for what I want. We're just gonna blend her out. Don't forget to get around your nose. Get down here to carve her out some more. Blend out that contour as well. I'm gonna make sure that she is carved up above the lips. We're gonna like nose-ish. We're going up. I really use my beauty blender for all of it. Like, I don't know. Just angle her the different ways to contour my face properly and make her pop. Unless you're a busy person, I do not recommend having permanent lashes when you're doing makeup. If you're busy, I get it, girl. I get it, same. But if you got time for the strips, do the strips. Then you won't have a dust shelf on your lashes. You know, they're not a super big one anyway, depending on how popping you like your eyeshadow. Okay, words are hard. I mostly speak to my 5-year-old baby, so Rosewood and 5-year-old baby. Adult is something I'm working on. I'm getting the sides of my nose all the way up into my inner corner. And I like to make sure my beauty blender is a little bit angled so it's like goes in instead of going straight up. So the two spots in my eyes that are going to make me look like the most like the dead person is my inner corners and my outer corners of my eye. So I do put a little more concealer foundation in those two spots than I do in other places. I like to blend it out like this, and then when that little line comes up, I use the back of my beauty blender to blend it out so we're not brightening it too much, not taking away from the contour that we did. Sometimes I like to take her up here too just to make sure all that's really blended together. You know what I'm saying? Look at her. Oh, glossy. Oh. Then I kind of just lightly go like this so that the like harsher is back here than was in front. Then I just like to do a light tap with the concealer side over the contour blush and everything. Extra blending, you know what I'm saying? Make sure we get them creases all smoothed out before we go in with our powder. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Now that we got that laid out, we're going to go in with powder. And I like to use this Messy Girl that I've been using all my stuff on, Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. And I'm just going to tap it on my finger. I'm taking my little puff and going right in. Gonna lock it all in place. I do not like to leave this though. I like to use a lot at first and then just continue to blend it in so that I don't have any harsh powder anywhere. And it really holds the makeup, builds it on. She's doing it. I like to add a little more just to make sure it's brightening, not just oxidizing with my makeup. Once I know it's like set in place, then I'll add a little just to brighten those areas to sit right there. And then I just like to bring it over the nose. I want to keep the equal amount of powder right here so that it really makes sure to carve her and brighten her up. I get up to my forehead. I don't care as much. I just want to get her set. I go in with a big brush. Make sure everything is set. I've set that concealer and that contour. So it kind of essentially gave me a map for where I'm going to be putting my contour. Okay, so this is just a trust the process situation because I know it's looking sketchy right now and you're like, girl, what the hell are you doing to your face? I know. Don't worry, we're going to fix it. Everything's going to get adjusted and work out. And it's going to turn into something amazing. We're going in with our Cali Contour palette by Smashbox. We love her. I got her from Ulta. I like to go into the cooler tone. So I'm so translucent. I mean, I did put self-tanner on, so I could do the bronzer one. I just like the contour one more. I think she has better definition. And I'm not trying to give no Oompa Loompa Trump, so I'm good. We're going up, y'all. Up. We're going up here, okay? I'm going to bring out that lower that we have. Yeah? See what I'm doing? Just trust the process, y'all. We're going to get the forehead. Because the forehead's, you're like me, you got to jig Amanda's forehead. Really get her good. If you want to snatch her up and not give long face peak. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, that's okay. Be happy that you don't. And if you have a little forehead, do not do this. You're going to make it look like you don't have a forehead. Sorry, my babies were having a moment. Anyhow, I did the contour, and when I'm done with my contour, I like to just kind of take my powder brush, my regular translucent powder brush, and with what's left on it, just kind of go over it to make sure it's not redonkulously harsh. I'm going to veil it a little. It's a veiling method, I guess. Just to make sure it's all blended together, soften. So after contour, give myself a little powder mustache. Who doesn't like a powder mustache? Make it look like I went crazy with the powder donut. Again, these powder donuts are, so we need to get, okay? Now, after we're giving Mushu, is it Mushu? I swear it's Mushu. That's it. Maybe not. Anyhow. See how that's, yeah, okay. And then we're just going to make sure to go back over that. And this extra powder I added in these spots is not going to stay there. It's just going to help with the blending process of all this fun contour. Blush and powders and such. Yep, I'm contouring my neck. If y'all forget your neck, that's wild. Don't forget your ears either, because you're exposing yourself out there. You're exposing yourself. You don't need to be doing that to yourself, you know? I can't take myself seriously right now looking at y'all like this. Oh, nose contour. I just go in right here with my little brush. And we take it up into the brow. Go up into the brow, and then down the side, snatch it in. And I like to just make a little box, basically. And obviously that's more dependent on your face shape. You can try it like this, but you might have to tweak it to match your specific face shape, you know, since we're all different. So cool and amazing. Sometimes difficult. Because what may work for somebody may not work for another. You have to find what works for you. And yes, I am just taking my contour and going right on my brow bone and under the brow bone in that crease, just to kind of add some depth. And then I like to bring it out and then down into my inner corner, and then fan it out to get my eye lifted up. And then we're gonna do the same thing on this side, right under the brow bone, lift it up to the brow bone, or on the brow bone and down to what you're doing works for you. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna go in with Tower 28. She's beautiful. Malibu Cooler. I'm obsessed with her. She's in all of my Gap and Get Ready's. So, and then we're gonna do a little tap 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 right here, top the excess off, and we're gonna go right above that. Ooh, look at her, beautiful, beautiful. And bring her up. Mostly focus it right here, and then obviously blend up a little bit. And she's pigmented, y'all. You don't need to go as crazy as I do, but you know, do you? I like to take the rest of it and go over the nose, full head, faces, something like that. So you know what that means. I'll pat the rest of this in. I've been obsessed with the ColourPop Cold One highlighter. She's so pretty. And I just do it literally right here is where my highlighter is going. Just a tiny bit there, tiny bit there. And then I need to grab my smaller brush on the nose. Wow. There we go. And got the nose. We're going to take our little brush, and with our highlighter that we used, we're going to pop it in on our lid. Popping right on the little crease of our lid. And just go like that. And then I'm going to get it really in the inner corner. And then I kind of like to bring it down a little on my bottom line. You do what you like. ColourPop's highlight really does it. Sometimes I'll bring it up. I just don't feel like that today. I'm going to pop some on the brow bone. Right under. Put it right under that brow. That is not moving. That eyebrow, that is going to be there for the rest of forever. Not really, but it feels like it when you're trying to take it off. I'm not crazy with that, but she's really cute. So I'm going to take one of these flat brushes. She's really just flat little galley. Go back in that contour again. I use her for everything. And just pack a little under your bottom lashes. I just like to do mine to mid-eye, to like brighten my eye up and bring it out more. Make it seem like it's bigger than it is. Sorry, y'all, my mom was stopped by, so I had to pause it. My phone was going to die, so I had to charge her. But don't worry, I didn't do anything during that time. We're just going to set the face, and then we're going to do the eyeliner. You already know her. She bomb, Melton Layers. And this is a good dupe for this, if you need. Not to mention size comparison, and she's way cheaper. Just saying. She does the same thing, and I'll show you. I won't even use this one today. We'll just do this girl. She's a push, though, so you got to make sure you do that first, so you don't get the first little switches of it. You got to kind of get her going, okay? Now I'm going to really get it all smooth and stay. I will say, you do have to, you got to start going like this right after. Whereas this one, you can just, and she's right on. So pick poison. I'm just going to take my brown liner, and we're going to do a little wing. Because she's been doing it for me lately. Normally I was the black liner girly, like jet black, but this dark brown does it too, you know, she ain't bad. With your eyeliner, you don't want to go up like this because you're going to get the rolls. If you do that, you're going to want to go down at an angle to your, right where your outer corner is. You just want to that. And then you can go across right here and not do that, not fidget and blink. Don't be fidgeting. But that's okay. If you do this, you just take your concealer and shove it down. Now we're going to hop to the next style. So I did the liner, and then because I have lashes already on, I like every time the eyeliner gets through, this eyeliner, since she comes, I'll show you guys, since she has so much product on her, and it's like that, this whole section be touching my lashes, okay? So because of that, so I don't end up having clumps, we use this. You can use, my cousin used to use a little sewing needle or whatever. I use these tweezers. I've heard some people use other different things, but get yourself a pointy whatever so that you can kind of like brush through them and get it out and everything, and make sure that they're spread out how they're supposed to be. That's the only thing I dislike about this kind of eyeliner, is specifically that and the way the brush is, because it could be a mess real quick. It could be real sketchy real quick. So I do prefer these, not specifically this one, because look at that. What is this? What is that? What are we doing with that? We're not doing anything with that. But like ones like these, so much easier. You're not gonna make near as much of a mess, and you're way less likely to mess up. So I do think that the eyeliner pens are significantly better. The Wet n Wild, I think it's like 0.8 millimeter, whatever. It's got the tiniest brush. That one is the best of the best, because you're not, how are you gonna mess up? How are you gonna go too thick? How are you gonna whatever when the brush is teensy tiny? Like it's pretty first time getting into makeup proof, you know? And I'm more of a bottom lash tapper than actually brushing, so that I don't get it all over what my concealer just did. I'm just giving it like the tiniest shake on it so that we're not going too crazy with the bottom lashes. Let's find out lip liner and lipstick real quick. One sec. I found her. She is basically a nub now. The e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in shade Spill the Tea. And she's doing it. She does the thing. She's actually not bad for e.l.f. No. Now that I got the lips done, we're gonna go in with, I got this, I can't even remember when I got this. She's called Bossy MDM Flow. And I love how like neutral nude she is. Like kind of cool tone nude. Like, I guess I could be a blonde lip look like kidding me. Love it. Anyhow, That's the look. That's how I do my makeup. And you know, if I'm like going out or whatever, I will take my highlighter brush and highlight my collarbones and a little in there. And then if you got girls, I don't, but highlighter angle like this for your girls, and your girls will be below and pocket, you know, or you can even a little whatever on the sides, you know, and how we get hair out. She's gonna be a crazy name. Ladies, I finished the look. No. This is the look. This is, I completely forgot. This is the one I was talking about. She's beat up. The tip is beat up, but like look at how thin that is. As you can see, she's a little boingle. Not iconic. I'm gonna cut her off, but like that tiny. So it's so much easier to do your liner with and whatever. But anyhow, I'm gonna go outside and show you all the look. This is outside. So everyday look, y'all. She's looking cute. She's looking fresh, and she's staying home. She's going nowhere. But the look eats. Can't lie. Liner is slayed. The lids. It's like I want to be cut crease, but not really. Anyhow, that's how I do her. She's cute. Feeling it. Anyhow, I love you guys. Have a wonderful day, and suck guys. Okay, y'all. I completely forgot to show y'all. This is my OG. This one, the original. My daughter decided to dump the whole thing out. But if y'all can, TikTok shop, or I don't know where else you get it off TikTok shop, but she does wonders. She's truly my favorite, and she's so lightweight, like so lightweight, and just makes your skin look beautiful and like skin instead of like 50 layers on your skin, you know. And then it starts to get patchy and spots like your makeup's like off and stuff. Like ew, she don't do that. She don't do that. Let me say she does not do it. She don't play around. Love her. That's all I have to say. Anyhow, have a blessed day, y'all. Bye.